Hello, CRJ listeners
What's up?
and watchers.
CRJ people.
You creepy fucks.
Yeah, you're sitting over in a corner just watching us.
Being all creepy.
Being all creepy. Don't be creepy.
Sitting at the end of the bar by yourselves, watching us.
Positioned just so you can see everybody
Yeah.
and watch them without like turning your head.
But every now and then you get brave and you kind of move closer and then you totally just freak yourself out and then go back to your little corner.
Yeah,
Watching everybody.
Get back in the corner, your watcher.
Watcher. Just spank banking everybody.
That's creepy. It's creeping me out right now.
Yeah. We kind of had that debate, me and Steph, last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still not, I don't know. Like, she still had like we went and ate at the square, on the square.
Okay. Cool.
We're scheduling meetings now.
Yep.
But we're just,
I love it.
We're just saying that we're going to, we just go to dinner is what we do.
Yeah.
And no kids, nobody.
Yep.
And we pick two things, either some of the business stuff, household stuff, well, I guess three things, or our like relationship stuff.
Yeah.
And we use this app called Paired. Shout out to them. We're not sponsors.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Yeah, we got some. Everybody around us needs it. So please help.
Everyone. Okay.
50% of society in general needs this. So it's a lot.
We are now entering the space of Cam and the Rev marriage counselors.
Yes. You see, we're still down Jeff, but no, anyways.
Definitely still, yeah. Have no idea. We have no idea.
Yeah, no, we have
No,
we have
like
no
I
idea.
can't even make crap up.
We
now
don't know
at
if
this
he's
point.
in Vegas or if
Don't
he's on some bayou down in Louisiana. We don't know.
It could be on any end of the spectrum. We have no clue.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
We pretty much, he never came back from Cuba.
He's radio silent right now.
But we, this Paired app, it gives you like tasks every day and then like questions and like little mini games and stuff like that. And you can't see your partner's answers until you've answered. And
That's cool.
so you both kind of do it and it tracks, you try to have like a ongoing streak every day.
Right.
And then you compare each other's answers and all that. So it's really cool because some things that you would think are like stuff you might be like totally off on, you actually find out that you're completely on point about.
Right.
And then vice versa,
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. So we went up there and we were, we have to do better about where we're going to go. Because we spent a solid hour once I got home, super hangry.
Trying to decide where you want to eat.
Right, dude. It almost caused an argument. I was like, this is stupid.
This is the opposite of what we're trying to do here.
Let's just go, we'll drive, and then we'll figure it out. But we had this debate about the square, and she was like, she's like, I just don't want to go, the square and all this and that, which is like the historical kind of response, right?
Yeah.
But she's like a couple years behind on it.
Right.
And I've tried to tell her this before a couple times, and we've even gone to the square and ate, and it was just fine. Like, I was so confused. But she still like has this,
like it's too college for her?
yeah, and it's party college. I'm like, babe, it's not that. I said it's that at 11, and sometimes we don't get up there till late, so you start bleeding into that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I drove around and I was like, look at all these families and all these nice white people. Like, they got doodles. And I was like, look at this classic fucking suburban ass
We're
shit.
basically in Buckhead.
Yeah, like this is Buckhead Light right now. This is everybody would go there, but then they'd feel outclassed, so they go here and they outclass us.
It's exactly right.
Fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got kids clearly just got done like playing a baseball game or a soccer game, something like that. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like, it was a good night. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad at all. I forget my point to all this now.
We are 5 minutes into this episode and we have lost all direction.
But either way, we had a good time.
Together.
It was something before that said that.
Okay.
Yeah, about the square places and stuff.
No,
Come on, we gotta reel that back in.
Still not coming back. But look, I think that brings up a good point. Carrie and I used to do that for a little bit. The scheduled meetings.
Yeah.
Where we would. So for you guys, I deal with finances every day, all day long, on a large scale with my company. The last thing I want to do when I get home is deal with finances.
Right.
I don't want to pay my bills.
I feel you.
Like I just don't want to do it.
I don't do any of it.
Yeah.
You know, I damn sure don't want to hear numbers.
Right. Yeah. I do numbers and profit loss stuff and I do all of it. I like all of it. I could bore you with EBITDA stories and earnings before depreciation, taxes, and assessments. I could bore you with all the. I think the assessments might be wrong, but you get the point. Yeah, see, it's already terrible. Yeah, it's already like just making us sad and bringing us down.
Sorry.
So I deal with that all day, every day, and I don't want to do it when I get home. So we realized this very early in our marriage, and Carrie is fantastic at it. Like, she is really good at it.
Yeah, how so?
She's just good at just keeping up with it, you know, getting everything together, you know, looking at our trend, looking at our budget, you know, making sure that, you know, things line up and that we don't miss nothing. And she's just really good at it. So we were, I was probably intentional on my part, losing any interest in it at all, which isn't good either, right? It takes both people. I guess this is Marriage Talk 101 here on Cam and the Rev.
Early this morning.
Early on a Monday.
How do?
So it takes both people to be at least engaged in it. Like, I don't have to do the finances, but I need to be engaged in it, because if I'm not engaged in it, it makes her feel like I don't care.
Right.
So we, you know, and she can't.
And then they feel like they're on an island.
Yeah, on an island. And it's just, and then it becomes overwhelming, and then it's too much. And it goes downhill quickly.
And then, that stacks and it snowballs from there.
Absolutely. And then bleeds off into other stuff. And then you don't know why that everybody's yelling at each other. And it's just, it's bad. So
you start filling up right away.
Yes.
Everybody spills over. And all this. Yeah, it's good to have these. It's we okay?
I think so.
Tracked by the feds.
Hold on.
Oh, feds.
No, we're good.
Okay.
I had a panic moment about the sound for a minute.
No. Redo that.
I was like, wait, what? Where are we at right now? So anyway, we, you know, and when I got home, I didn't even want to talk about it. Finances, and we got to that level, and so we decided, and I think it was her idea. She's like, well, you know, you do meetings all the time, let's just schedule a meeting.
Right.
So we did it outside of the house.
Yep.
We went down to Starbucks, and once a week we would set up an hour-long meeting to go have coffee and talk about our finances, and it was really beneficial for us. It really helped just to kind of level set us and get us kind of aligned on it. So I think it's a great thing to try. And, you know, we were, I don't know, 10, 15 years into our marriage when we tried that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, we're about that. And what are we? We've been married. 15, 16 years. Yeah. But we've been together for 22, 21. So, well, it's 21 in like 8 months. So I gotta do it, okay. All right. We got December.
Just don't get wishy-washy on it.
Oh, no, I keep up with it better than she does. It's a historical fact. It's well documented.
Oh,
yeah, I made sure of it. Like, but and I pull it out every now and then. I use that card every now and then. Like, I keep up with our anniversary.
I forgot how old I was this year. Just recently.
It happened to me for like 2 years.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't know. Somebody told me, she was like, "You're not that old." I was like, "No, I'm 39."
Mine was the opposite.
Oh, you thought you were younger?
I thought I was a year younger.
No, I gained a year last year.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I'm 38 this year.
Yeah, no.
I was
I
instantly.
had to start doing some like 7, carry the 1. Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, do stuff with your significant other.
Yeah. It's you know.
Have date nights.
Yeah.
Schedule meetings even if you have to.
Yeah, and I like getting out of the house part. Well, for one, we have
absolutely.
to. We just won't be able to. Like, you won't be able to do anything.
No.
And then we even wouldn't, like we talked about, we could just go to the gym and grab food and come here. I'm like,
Yeah,
let's
but
get
then
out of the
it
fucking
feels-
gym. Yeah, let's get out of the gym too.
Yeah.
Let's get out of the business.
Because you guys are here a lot all the time too. It's your business, so you know, even there it doesn't feel like you're on neutral ground or level set it. You know, just a nice quiet spot, even if it's a busy restaurant. Like for us, Starbucks here in Carrollton is pretty busy. But for us, just to grab a table, go over there in the corner and get some coffee, and just kind of be by ourselves and talk through things we need to talk through, while everybody else just kind of does their own thing. And I know that seems very like, walk that you don't own a car and that you walk and that you sit in coffee shops all the time. But I kind of like that life a little bit too. I kind of like it.
Could you do the downtown?
I think I could.
Like loft apartment.
I think I could. Now I'd have to have a car.
Well, yeah,
because I love driving. I really do love driving. But I think I could. I think I could live. I think here when we kick Paris out of a house in a few years and we don't have any kids. Yeah, Paris.
Wait, when does she graduate?
She's a sophomore this year.
Oh, okay, so
I got 3 years. Yeah, I got a few years.
I mean, kids figure it out, buddy.
Oh, I know. Mine are. The three oldest are. They're figuring it out. They have their moments, but they're fine.
Oh, I mean, like even now, like she figured it out.
Oh, look, if out of all of my kids, out of all of my kids,
Yeah.
I have the most confidence in Paris.
Yeah.
Even right now. Even 14-year-old, soon to be 15-year-old Paris, I have more confidence in her than I do any of the boys, including the cop and the one in the army.
Damn, boys.
Like it's
just the unknown factor with all you guys, man. It's not that like you're dumb or nothing.
They are kind of dumb.
They get a little dumb.
But no, it's definitely the unknown risk factor for all three of them.
Yeah.
Like they aren't afraid of risks.
You just never know what you're going to run into.
They're just not afraid of risks. It's like the risk reward calculator in their brain is broken.
Just go.
And it's like, ooh, there's a reward. I don't care that I may lose my leg. That cheeseburger is worth it. Wait, stop. It's not though. And they'll do crap.
Yeah,
like
I just
that.
bought a motorcycle.
Funny story. So Jordan buys a motorcycle, right? And he's a Carrollton City cop, driving back, coming back into town. I won't say who it was or anything or what agency they work for, but he knows somebody that lives out towards where he was coming from. And Jordan's on a motorcycle, and he sees him coming and flips him off. And he's in a black helmet, tinted visor. They don't know who he is,
Right.
And Jordan just provokes them into following him, trying to get him to chase him.
Wow.
And yeah,
That's how people accidentally get ran over,
pitted
on
off
a
a
bike.
motorcycle.
I think that's against the rules, man. Like, you idiot! What are you doing? Takes the helmet off. Hey, kid, what the fuck?
What are you doing? I didn't know you had a bike.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You didn't have reasonable, articulable suspicion to stop me.
Man, fuck 12.
Also, cops are some of the most angry,
Easy.
anti-police people at times
yeah.
of anybody.
Yeah.
Like it's self-inflicted hate is a real thing.
A lot of love-hate going on.
I mean, they would do anything for each other, but they also just give each other the hardest of times. It's a weird dynamic.
Yeah. That can be good and bad, but
Carrollton has a thing that
what
they
else
do.
are you going to do?
Carrollton has a thing that they do that anytime anybody, and they post this on social media. I'm not giving anything away. This isn't anything that I shouldn't be talking about, because they post this regularly on social media. When someone leaves a shift, they do to that person what we used to do to the freshmen in high school. Like they completely cover them in like silly string, shaving cream. Pour crap on it. Like they had like anchovies putting like anchovies on a guy, just totally trash him. And
We'd have to fight.
right?
They probably do.
They probably do.
Yeah, they probably do.
Probably do.
I know a place if y'all need to.
Yeah.
Don't bring no anchovies in here.
No.
You fighting me.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
We were talking about our notes earlier.
Oh God. Our notes are wild. Look, we have a shared note between the three of us.
Sorta.
Sorta, yeah. It's, okay, between Cam and I. It's wild.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's some stuff in there.
like there's so much old
a
stuff.
lot
so
of it we don't even get to.
I went through it today and I was like, oh, I haven't contributed to this at all. The past Mark's got like 6 on here or something. And but we have some really old ones, just stuff we've never got to and all. And we may never if we just keep waiting to like fully cover it as a topic for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna work. Some of them we had like Pastors Do Better.
Yeah, and we will continue to talk about that. Like,
Oh yeah. Some of those the ones that stuck, we definitely got. We have one that's just parkour. That's all it says. Just parkour.
I think is that something I
That's
put?
yours.
I have no idea what I was. I have no idea what my thought process
There's
was.
one from Jeff that just says, I've been busy as fuck. So clearly Jeff doesn't know how to use his phone or send
No,
direct
he's
messages.
yeah. I don't think that was meant to be.
Foxes trying to domesticate themselves.
Was that me too?
That was you.
I have no idea.
Does that, you know where that came from? See, that's where some of these are like
Doesn't
late
ring a
night, and I'll
bell.
get an idea, and I'll just be like, oh, my notes.
Yeah. No, I 100%. So this is the way it goes with notes for our shared note.
Yeah, you get a random idea.
I get a random idea or thought. It's like, man, I don't want to forget this.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be hilarious or very thought provoking, or this is important to cover. Something that we need to cover this on the podcast. Or like Kyle and I will be in a conversation.
Yeah, that happens.
This happens a lot.
Yeah, like robot AI drugs.
Oh, I think
Remember that one?
I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The robot AI drugs.
Yeah,
There's a lot of AI stuff right now.
There's a lot of AI stuff right
There's a
now.
lot of AI stuff. Right
But
now.
all this comes from like Kyle and I having a conversation. A lot of it does. Having a conversation, and we're like, bro, that's great. We need to talk about this on the podcast. Put it in the notes. And we put it in the notes, and we have no idea what it means.
No, it's hard to have context to any of this stuff. Like Dodge Dart.
Nope.
Nope.
Like the car. It's got to be the car, right? The
I guess it is
Dart.
a Dodge Dart. Yeah, they do have a Dodge Dart.
Yeah, I have no idea. Because we were talking
totally-
about the auto industry there was all that in the news about Carvana.
Oh yeah, Carvana is in here. Right up, right above it. The very next one is potential crash in the automotive industry. Carvana used car market and new car sales to
it's coming
pop
back.
up.
It's coming back to me now.
Yeah.
I think the Dodge Dart thing
Okay.
was that they overpriced them, set the price on them so high that they can't sell them, and now they're having to give like $20,000 discounts on them.
Oh, specifically the Dodge.
The Dodge Dart. Yeah, that they just set the MSRP on them super high, thinking they were going to just like
Kill it.
fly off. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like,
I think
like some kind of sports car.
I think you get a lot of those that you just they don't even mention. They try to sweep under the rug. I think you get a lot of that.
Yeah.
That because if you started announcing it, like if you didn't have to, then obviously you'd screw yourself over. But,
Yeah.
Chrysler did that, and that's weird because, like Chrysler, they utilize like lenders and everything. Like they usually, whatever their financing process is, it's almost like they're the buy here, pay here of dealerships. Like they can get you financed. Like I know people that had no business being able to get financed, like get financed into like a brand new Charger and shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess they're cutting grass today.
I don't know. Can they hear that?
Well, we can hear it. Oh yeah,
We definitely can.
If y'all heard that helicopter just went by, it's because the feds are about to raid us,
They're coming for us.
and the zombie apocalypse has started.
Do they even sell the?
Dodge Dart.
Yeah, surely they do. They do.
I wonder how much one is right now. They're pieces of shit too.
they
though.
are. They're like generic neons.
Like you remember the like the Chrysler 200s and the
Yes.
remember
Yeah.
those?
Yeah,
there
they
was
try to
another
take the
sedan.
300 and try to make it a
Such
mid-size
a
and
shit car.
make it a 200. Yeah.
It's like the Chevy Cruze. Those were pieces of shit too. I don't know, man. They had all this opportunity to cut the grass. They doing it today. Well, I guess they didn't with all the rain.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like they. Oh no, the Dodge Hornet is the new Dodge Dart.
They just rebranded it.
Yeah, so 2025 Dodge Hornet, a brand new Dodge Hornet GT right now. MSRP is $35,000. It's
Wow.
on sale for $27,000.
Whoa, brand new.
Brand new.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How much is
Hey, it's $8,000 off of a $35,000 car.
how much is a new Toyota Corolla?
New Toyota Corolla?
Does it break 40?
Maybe no.
That's gonna be tough then, Dodge. Chrysler. That's gonna be tough.
I don't think. No, MSRP starts at 22
For a Corolla? Holy shit.
Yeah, starts at 22.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. Let's build a Corolla real quick.
Yeah, build
I'm
one
gonna
up.
do this real quick.
Yeah, do that shit. So y'all know.
Build a
Yeah.
Corolla.
There you go, guys. We can start knocking out segments of,
Yeah, we'll build your car for you.
Yeah, we'll build a car for you. Let you know what you can get,
Okay,
when you can get it, where you can get it.
gonna go SE, not the highest FX. We're just-
And then
still-
Toyota dealers, we want a bird dog if you get a sell off of this.
absolutely.
Tell them Cam and the Rev sent you.
So we're gonna build a SE. It's not the lowest, not the entry level. We're gonna go with a. Let's go with this underground gray.
Yeah.
Nah, let's do the midnight black with
Yeah, do black. Do black.
midnight black.
It's Corolla. You're going to have to, mid-size car.
Okay, come on.
I guess that's a mid-size. It's not a compact, right?
It might be the bigger end of a compact.
Right. But them things run forever.
They do run forever.
They're really good cars.
Why is this? Of course.
I can't believe that's a thing. I can't believe they're that low.
Really?
What is a Camry then? 30s? I'll look up Camry while you're building that Corolla.
Okay, we're gonna go. There is no leather interior, so we're just gonna keep the black and red premium fabric interior.
Premium.
There's powered 2.0 4-cylinder front wheel drive.
Straight from Japan. No, wait. Where's Toyota from?
We're gonna add the convenience package, which is like blind spot detection.
Right. Japan. I had it right. Hey.
Yeah. All right. So we don't need any storage or convenience styling. We're going to black this thing out. We're going to give it the black emblem overlays.
There you go.
Make this, and then some LED ambient lighting because this is going to be for a kid. Finished build. Your 2025 Corolla SE total amount as built, $27,108.
That's wild. Now, is that you ordering it from Toyota?
I don't think you can order
yet.
directly from Toyota.
Yeah.
I
Got to go to a dealer.
They just no, even from the dealer. I think the way they work that is, they have build sheets, and you have to wait for that allocation to come in. You can't like specifically directly order one.
I got you.
So they can go find it for you.
Right.
That they can go find that for you, but they can't. You can't just build it. But yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
they're claiming well, that says 2024. I don't know why, but even the 2024s shouldn't be that. I mean, even on a Camry,
what?
I mean,
30?
37 at the most. That's with V6 in it.
Yeah. So which would you rather have, a V6 Camry or a Dodge Hornet?
Yeah, because you said they got down to the Dodge
30.
Hornet.
It was
28.
28. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to hold any value.
None.
It's not going to be worth shit
It's not going to
immediately.
run to 300,000 miles. It's going to run to about 108,000 miles. And
You can get a XSE V6 Camry for 36 grand starting. Now, if you got a dealer, they can bump it up, but even then, you're at like 40 grand. But if you went Corolla, you'd still be in the low 30s for a brand new vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with all that is nobody bought like that in the past couple of years. They all bought $100,000 fucking everything.
Yes.
And everybody's upside down right now.
Yes.
And
there's a Mercedes dealer that I follow on TikTok. The guy is Benzes and Bow Ties is his handle on TikTok.
I think I've seen that.
He's a finance manager. He wears a bow tie. He's a finance manager at a Mercedes dealership up in Ohio, I think, somewhere.
Okay.
And something that they do, and he puts all of his content out there. They're very upfront with it. They talk about trying to get people out of flipped deals You know, come in. I've seen guys come in $40,000 flipped on cars. $40,000 flipped.
40 grand upside down.
On.
I believe it.
On like a Grand Cherokee.
Yeah.
You know, right, the Grand Wagoneer.
Yeah, but they're still having to roll them and that costs into another vehicle.
Okay,
right?
so the way they do it, okay, they have a formula, and he's very upfront with it.
But he's a Mercedes dealer.
He's a Mercedes dealer.
Okay, I kind of see it now.
Mercedes dealers. So their formula for getting people out of upside down cars is, one, you have to lease. You're not buying, so you have to lease. Two, you have to lease something that is incentivized. So you're not going to get you may get like a GLA, which is like a small SUV, right?
Something they need to come off of.
They need to kind of come off of.
Something they can thin out the inventory with.
It's an incentivized money factor is what he calls it. So Mercedes has incentivized them to sell that vehicle, and they have loaner vehicles that they have there. So they have used that new car as like a loaner for, you know, service vehicles, or, you know, that they give to people to drive around to see if they like it. And so
so they're demos. You
like
can get a demo.
Yeah. So they have basically demos, but they call them their loaner vehicles.
Right.
Because
they get used more than a demo would. Because demos usually like GM drives them or sales manager drives them. Something like that.
And the same kind of concept. Some of them have 1,000 miles on them.
Right.
Some of them have 800 miles on them. They don't do.
I don't know if y'all can hear that.
I don't know,
but I'm gonna
there. But
fuck a landscaping dude up here in a minute.
But anyway, so they. So that's what they do. They take something with an incentivized money factor. That is that has a demo or a loaner vehicle, so they can discount it even more. So they have a number of days that it's allowed to be a loaner, and then they have to sell it.
Right.
So the longer it gets in time, the more they can discount it. So they discount it there. They take the incentivized money factor. They put them in a lease for 24 to 36 month lease, and the equity of that Mercedes and all the discounts,
because it's a Mercedes,
eats up all of that negative equity, and then they come out of it they drive something they probably don't like for 2 years, 2 to 3 years. They drive something they probably don't like. That's probably not the perfect car for them.
It's probably keeping it up. It's probably get it services. They're going to get all the service jobs out of it.
They're going to get the service.
It's Mercedes. You're going to bring it back to a Mercedes.
You have to, especially probably with leases.
Probably.
And then they, get the service. Then they get on the back end, they get the used car on the back end because it's a lease. So they get the car back at the end of the lease. So then they get to sell it again. They get the trade in. Then they get the lease.
A demo, basically.
Lease of a demo that they're going to
Does anything else qualify besides like the demos, the loaners? I wonder, like if they have inventory that's just stuff they need to get rid of anyways.
They do. Yeah, and they talk about he talks about like the Mercedes money factor piece of it a lot. And every month, and all car dealerships do it, they incentivize different models. So it depends on what model's really incentivized from the dealer. So this month it may be the C300, right? It'd be Revolt. Next month it may be something else. Whatever is not moving for Mercedes,
for sure.
And sometimes it surprises him. Like he's like, listen, I don't have any idea why Mercedes incentivizes this car, because we sell the crap out of it all the time. And but if you want a deal, this month is a deal to get.
Yeah, it may be a time factor. They may not. You may be selling a bunch of them, sales department, but I still have. It's coming up on 2025, and I still have however many hundreds of them. So,
and it may be overall across, all of the Mercedes sales too. I mean, his dealership in Ohio,
absolutely, they may be killing it. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
the guy out in Vegas may not be doing such a good job on the GLBs.
That's right. So we're gonna pump a bunch of them over here and come off them.
Yep.
That's interesting, and it'd be a lot of like domestic stuff like that were hot sellers, overpriced.
Yep.
And people got way upside down.
Well, and that's why he talks about it a lot. Like coming through COVID, he's like, things got so weird.
They started dipping into future sales.
Yep.
They took advantage of this like inflated market, and basically the sales that they would have, essentially, like it's the sales that they would have had, they basically got them all early.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They because of how overpriced they were. I mean, you heard dealers saying it left and right. We're carrying less inventory and doing record numbers.
Yeah.
You know, record profit numbers.
Yep.
You know, moving less units.
Yep.
Like, that's great at the moment. But then what happens when you just ran through all those people and the trade-in slow down.
Well,
people can't buy
they
a new
can't
car.
trade in.
Yeah, exactly.
Then they can't trade in. You know, they
so
come
how
back
many of those
in.
people are going to be delinquent on their loans?
Yep, that's right.
So where does all that start going?
So then
you know,
they let the cars go back. They don't care. They not foreclose, but they whatever it's called when you let a car get repossessed.
Yeah,
They get repossessed. They don't care because look, this car is worth $20,000 and I owe $60,000 on it still. What am I going to do?
and then especially if the price of pre-owned goes down,
yes,
then they're going to be like, it's cheaper for me to just let this fucker go.
yep,
And
Save
get
up.
me something way cheaper,
Yeah.
like
Put a couple grand
a
on it.
$25,000 Corolla.
a brand new $25,000 Corolla.
You know,
You know, even if you had to save up 10 grand to get financed on it, bro, you
see, but I wonder what that does to the pre-owned market going forward. Having, you know, even it being a Toyota, like Toyotas are that low right now. That's crazy. I mean, you
It
see
is.
Camrys and shit everywhere right now.
Yeah.
But and Honda's doing well.
yeah. Now Honda's doing well, Toyota's doing well. Like I think anything that has the longevity, like the reliability that people feel confident
That's the other
about,
things they ride for a minute.
they go. Yeah, you're going to get
Maybe
through
they'll
them.
just hold, but I mean, you're still. I mean, they're going to be stuck in the teens for a long time.
And it's yeah,
Which is probably the market.
Corollas and stuff like that are just going. They hit a mark, a line, and then they just don't move below it.
That's true.
Like they just they'll drop to $15,000 and then that's it.
Still up to 200 grand. Or 200,000 miles. Yeah,
Then that's it. I mean, you're done.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're 20 years old, you're not going to get a $5,000 Corolla. You know, you're not going to find an $8,000 Corolla unless it's 20 years old with almost 200,000 miles on it.
It's going to be eat up with miles. I mean, you may find something that was just, you know,
225,000
ran to
miles.
death. Yeah, something, but it's going to be, that's still kind of newer, but they've just highwayed the shit out of it. You know, somebody they traveled in or whatever.
Yep. But the leases is the way to go for those the people that
That's
are
interesting. I
that
wonder.
want out. He said because you're guaranteed out.
Right.
You know, the dealer, the car maker, and they're taking all the risk on it. So if it depreciates more in that 3 years than what they think it will, they're the ones that take the loss on the back end.
I wonder if independent, smaller outfits could take advantage of a lease program like that just to
Probably.
get the cars in.
Probably. Probably could.
I don't know if it makes sense for them or not. You know, because they don't have the inventory they have to come off of.
Buy here, pay here. I mean, that's how
Basically,
that's what they do. That's what buy here, pay here
you do
do.
bougie buy here, pay here. You just do luxury buy here, pay here. You just call it out. You're just leasing it, dog. That's all. No, we're putting a tracker on it because you're leasing it. It's just
right, yeah.
just leasing it.
Just lease. It's a lease. It's going to come back to us.
Yeah, no, it's not buy here, pay here. It's not in-house financing. It's a lease.
It's a lease.
You're way higher quality customer than that, sir. Okay, Jesus.
Our financing department is in the next building. It's
Yeah.
not in the same building.
Yeah, and did you see that lady? She's got a pantsuit on. Okay, all right. You didn't see her a pink pony 5 nights ago. Okay.
No. I saw a funny meme. Speaking of strip clubs, I saw a funny strip club meme that it wasn't around here, but it was some variant of Pink Pony. And I know Pink Pony's an Atlanta thing, but it was some variant of Pink Pony. I think it was The Pony.
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
it was
There's lots of ponies up there.
strip
Lots
club.
Lots of farm animal references. You know,
It's weird, right?
weird, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
Smoking pig.
And they had the that's a restaurant.
That's a barbecue place. My bad. Sometimes I conflate my strippers and my
Barbecue place
barbecue.
or strip club.
I get my foods mixed up, man. You know.
Look, I hear the Pony has great wings.
I don't know. I never ate any food there.
It's weird. Anyway, on their lettering underneath their sign, it says "Now hiring class of 2025."
Oh my God! Somebody ought to get kicked in the balls for that one.
Oh, yeah, they should.
You kind of ought to get kicked in the balls for that one. You piece of shit.
As a dad, okay, that should make you feel some kind
As
of
a
way.
person of
As a
society, that should
man.
fucking. You should kick that guy in the ball. Hey, look, man, you chose your marketing. That's your fault if you get kicked in the balls over it. Like, what are you fucking targeting high school seniors now?
Yeah.
You pieces of shit.
Yeah, if somebody comes in and says,
She's 18. I hate hearing that. Every time I hear her, she's 18. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean she's 18? Yeah, she's 18. Last year she was 17. So what the fuck's the difference?
yeah, don't look at her social media because all those pictures aren't 18.
Yeah, no, or maybe do. And if you still go through with it, you're a piece of shit.
God,
Even if you are
that's-
just hiring her for a strip club.
that's
Fucking
terrible.
assholes.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Speaking of strip clubs, though,
You should get those. Okay, so if you're listening to us and you are before you go into that, and you are a marketing guy or gal at a strip club, and somebody comes into your club and says, "Hey, who put up the sign out front?" Don't answer. Okay? Just don't answer. Just,
you know why.
Yeah. So we all know what's going to
I
happen.
figure maybe that'll be the kind of old man I am. Just my version of like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Walking tall, big stick, kind of.
the fuck is this? What are you guys doing? Just got no reason. Nobody would listen to me. No reason why they should. Who's an angry old guy?
And all of a sudden, things just pop off.
Just smell like coffee and icy hot.
Yeah.
Aloe vera.
Yeah.
I hope I'm super tan as an old guy.
Just
I'm gonna go with.
live by the water, buddy.
I'm trying to
will
do.
be.
I'm trying to do.
Just don't own shirts.
Yeah, that's true too.
Just pants and flip flops.
Just be that old guy.
Just don't own a shirt. Just never. What? Like that guy's never in a shirt.
Just leather skin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Just like a turtle.
yeah.
Just don't own a shirt.
Like a turtle. Just turtle skin it.
thick leather,
turtle skin.
gross
Get a turtle tattoo.
brown turtle skin. Your eyes got a turtle tattoo.
Yeah,
He does. So he's got a Ninja Turtle tattoo on his leg.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I get that.
He had a Ninja Turtle that he carried around in the car with him, like a stuffed animal.
Oh, really? That's a very squint thing to do.
It is very. Had him buckled up in the back seat.
Did I tell you Dominic caught a turtle?
No,
Fishing?
really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he we were down at the state park, which is never great fishing anyways. It's overfished. It always is. Even when they try to stock it, they overfish it.
Yeah, because then
That's
they
still-
figure out they stock it, and they're like, "Oh,
Well, they don't put any
stocked it."
limits on anybody, and they tell everybody, "We just stocked it. Come to Tanner's." Like fucking, and then they don't put a bag limit on nobody.
Yeah.
Even if they did, they probably wouldn't enforce it. So,
No.
but it's fun to get around and walk around the trails and still, wet a line. And we got over like in the swampy-ish area, and we had seen some turtles and everything, but Dominic had his little bobber hidden, and I saw him watching it, and I was watching it, and I was like, I don't know, boy. And he starts hitting it, and Dominic's like timing it, and as soon as it drops under, he sets the shit out of it. I mean, it looked like a TJ.
Yeah.
Like TJ will set one and yank the whole fucking fish's head,
No, it
and
was like,
guts out. Yeah. And I mean, and he did. He let it drop, and he just wow. And as soon as he did, it like rolled, and it looked like a fish. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, son, you might got one."
Yeah.
And he just reels him right in. About halfway through, it's a fucking turtle's head. It was like this. Normally, we get hit with a turtle. It's like getting hit with a stingray. It just anchors, or it snaps your line right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty impressive. Like he hooked it like right on the lip.
That's
Drug his
crazy.
ass all the way in. And yeah. He was like, "Can we eat it?" And I was like, "Son, I don't know anything about
You
eating
sure
turtles."
are country boy.
Yeah.
You sure are country.
He just anything he catches, he wants to eat it. I'm
Okay.
like, son, I don't know nothing about
I mean,
eating
we are.
turtles.
I guess you are getting ready for the apocalypse.
His whole life.
Yeah.
His whole life. Little kid, we've got basically when it rains enough, a little river that runs through the backyard.
Yeah.
He dammed it up, right? And then created a little pool out of it.
Oh no.
And then set our logs that we were saving to burn
in the fireplace.
Sets them up, covers them with mud to like, encase them. And then when it like ran out, he got the hose and filled it back up again. Yeah. Steph said you got there and they're just in a mud pool, just hanging out.
Oh God.
And he was so proud about it. I was
yeah.
like, this is what we're in a neighborhood.
I know.
Like, this is what my neighbors get to see. They look out the windows like this kid's out there in his underwear on the hill Found a peach tree. We didn't even know we had a peach tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently we picked them way too early, but they were gonna get eaten by bugs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they weren't. Yeah, they didn't.
Kind of start
Ate a couple
spraying.
of them, but the rest of them were already like kind of ate up. So, yeah, he's yeah. He definitely wants to eat everything. I reached down to get the hook out of the turtle's mouth. I was just like, he's a little turtle. And the turtle said, "Shah." I was like,
Hey.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can do that. So I got his like jaws between him and the shell.
Yeah.
Unhooked him. TJ said there's a guy called Turtle Man in Whitesburg.
Is that the guy that like dives down in these muddy ponds and goes in and gets the big old snapping turtles out of the pond?
Probably. Apparently you can bring him. He'll give you money for turtles. He makes turtle soup and all kind of stuff.
I think I know this guy.
Turtle Man.
I think I've seen him on the internet.
Oh, is he on the internet?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably him. Yeah,
Yeah.
Turtle Man. Whitesburg, Georgia.
Yeah. That I think he goes yee yee. He'll-
I don't know that he does.
He's like an
but
old
that
guy.
tracks.
He's an old guy, and speaking of like, he's the no shirt guy too. So
Oh, yeah.
he'll like dive in these muddy like.
Well, you got the river right there in Whitesburg.
Yeah,
You
but
got
he'll go
Chattahoochee
in
River.
like the farm ponds that are just like slop, and he'll full like pants, no shirt, and he'll just like walk around, look.
digging out snapping turtles.
Just
and shit.
watch the water. He's like, oh, there's bubbles, and he'll just dive underneath the water, and he'll come up.
Wrestling a big ass turtle.
With a big old turtle.
What the hell?
Yee yee.
Yeah, that tracks. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen it, but that sounds like something somebody who hunted turtles like that would
Turtle
say.
Man?
Turtle Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all that little stuff right there in the river. I seen a buddy of mine get bit by a snapping turtle.
Really?
Yeah, we were riding 4-wheelers and he saw it dipping, which I don't know if people know, but those fuckers dip. Like a snapping turtle will just like
Yeah.
go dip out. And he jumped off the 4-wheeler and ran and chased it and picked it up by the tail. He was like, look, and the thing turned and bit it. Right
Yeah.
took a nice chunk. I'm sitting on it like I was still new to the country 4-wheeler living, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And then he got bit, and I was just like,
Yeah.
"Well, of course you got bit, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Leave that thing alone."
Yeah. Don't pick up the snapping turtles.
Speaking of reptiles, I saw Zach Hicks. Shout out to Zach Hicks, who's he's going into ministries, getting out of the police department and everything. I had to refrain from doing it, but apparently he was somewhere with a giant boa. There's a picture of him holding like a giant boa constrictor.
Okay, I think I scrolled past it. Yeah.
I took everything in me to not comment. It's like, I didn't know it was that kind of church you were doing, buddy. Shout out to Hicks, we love you. I didn't know he was snake handling and all, but hey, he's good with the Lord. That boa didn't do shit.
Didn't do nothing?
Didn't do shit. He kept his blue belt underneath his vest. He was just like, no, I mean you're good.
I will anaconda choke you, boa.
You strangle better than I do. I think I'm gonna leave you alone.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, good job. Good on Hicks, man. I know.
Yeah, that's a long road.
Yeah.
he's had a real long road between the military and
Yeah.
his career in the police department and all that. He's always been a really big, lobbyist for us and really pushed us and, really stayed on. I mean, literally the cops program went as long as it did without guys like Hicks.
Yeah.
And like Paderas before him. Like,
Yep.
without those guys, it's really hard to keep these cops in here. Mm-hmm. Really. If you're not like proactively always making them show up,
Yep.
they just don't show up. Sadly. I mean, I don't know. I'd get tired of arguing and I know he does too, the whole, well, I'll just justify tasing them or I'll just justify shooting them and all that. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. But guys like Hicks and them really, like, they really hammer it down. They push it in a way where they have to, for one, like they outrank a bunch of them.
Right.
So they make them
just
do it.
tell 'em to
They
do
just
it.
tell them to do the shit.
Yeah.
And then, they kind of see the benefit later. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna tap out to that. Shout out to guys like Zach Hicks and congratulations on moving forward in the ministry land.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you would I guess that
Ministry. Just ministry.
in a world of ministry now.
Yeah.
Committed, full-time minister. When we get that sermon, let me know. We're gonna be there on Sunday morning. Love you, buddy.
we love you, Hicks. Hicks, as he did a lot to help Jordan as Jordan kind of transitioned into law enforcement. He was really a good sounding board for Jordan. It was a good guy to tell Jordan no on some things and kind of keep him squared away. And Jordan's coming up on 2 years in PD now.
Damn, really?
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. It doesn't even feel like 2 years.
Coming up
Feels
on
like a
2
year.
years. Yeah, coming up on 2 years in
Like
PD.
he just started.
No, he just took and passed his corporal exam.
Yeah, I'm. We moved in this neighborhood. It's coming up on 2 years, so I guess that's about right.
Yeah.
August will be 2 years. We'll be in there.
Wild.
I don't even feel like I've been there for that long. At all.
Yeah, definitely crazy. So yeah, shout out to Hicks, one of the good dudes.
Absolutely.
In anything that he does, whether it's law enforcement, ministry, whatever, well respected. So I appreciate him.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it. We love you guys.